Oh yeah. It's not fun. It's work. It's fun. That was crazy. Well, I don't know why they not let me play Call of Duty. Ready to play. Okay, they wouldn't let me play Call of Duty, so now we just gonna talk about no jumper yesterday. If y'all missed this, I got a treat for you today. Now this is fucked up. Now, who said Adam 22 wasn't a racist? I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt, but can't get this dude the benefit of the doubt. This dude is actually a racist. So let me go on no jumper. Oh yeah. If you're not subscribed to my channel, I would like for you to like, share, subscribe, comment below. I mean, I need to get y'all input. This was a lot yesterday. Got intense. We don't want to play Fortnite. Hold on. Y'all gotta hear this.
Pyro and brought up Wooski.
Right, in a very light way, like barely. The idea that deserved the reaction that he then gave me is fucking insane.
You basically recited lyrics that you knew was really serious, bro. That like behind the situation.
I think you're taking different situations and combining them together, though. Because that was all about Sean Cotton saying that he didn't think Cairo had Wooski vibes.
Listen, when you do that, you place yourself in street shit.
Right.
It get real after that.
Okay.
Like for real, gang. Like on some real shit. Like if I would have came in here right now with 4 pairs of boxing gloves and set the bitch on the table right now, like come fight me right now. Let's go fight. Would you?
No, that's just goofy as fuck.
Exactly. That's what I'm telling you.
I would have looked at you like you were doing some stupid ass clout shit if you did something like that, for sure.
It wouldn't be no clout shit because you ain't gonna post it anyway. But this is what I'm telling you. At the end of the day, if I ask you that type of shit, you ain't really willing to even just fight. Don't stop egging it on, gang. Like, if you ain't literally just willing to fight.
Why do you think that? Why do I need to be on board with fighting? Like, I've never said I was a boxer. Why do I need to be a boxer all of a sudden?
When you got on that internet and you said, Rooga a bitch, acting like a bitch, them fighting words to me. We don't play about that shit. Now, I could come in here and really get on bullshit. You see what I'm saying? We don't play about certain shit. And you got to understand, when you step in that field, you got to accept everything that come with it. Ain't no, I just want to turn this button off now. Now I want to turn this button off. I don't want to do this. But nah, you forgetting the other shit that come with it.
Do I seem like I'm worried about that?
At the end of the day, gang.
Do I seem like I'm worried about any of the shit? Like, there's a lot of threats. There's a lot of ideas. I'm chilling.
You just sat here and said, if I asked you with the boxing gloves to fight, you said you would not do it.
Right, because I'm not a boxer.
You know why? Because you worried about getting knocked the fuck out.
No, because I just don't want to take part in goofy-ass clout shenanigans.
It wouldn't be no clout shit. You know why?
Yes, it is.
You wouldn't have no cameras rolling.
Challenging a non-boxer to a boxing match when I've never said or done anything that suggested that I wanted to be a boxer.
What the f*** so different about me and you? You older than me.
Okay.
What the f*** is so different?
I'm going to pull up to do an interview with you, and I'm going to bring a snowboard. And we're going to have a contest. Who's the best snowboarder? Because that's exactly as logical as you deciding that I should be a boxer now.
Bro, you just dropped a diss song to people, and you was trash as hell.
What?
At the end of the day, you
that might have been the first person I heard say that.
Shit. This is what I'm telling you.
I heard a lot of people say they think I'm nicer on the mic than you are.
I'm going to keep it real, bro. That shit was ass.
What?
You was ass.
That was my first song. But I think I snapped.
All right. Make it your last, man.
No, we got more. We got another one that'll probably be out by the time this comes out.
All right, that's cool. Keep doing what you're doing. I hope you make it in your rap career. But look, stop playing with people if you're not ready for the outcome that come with the shit.
Why do you think I'm not ready?
Because you're not. You just sat here and said you wouldn't even fight. So you're not ready. That's what I'm telling you.
Being ready is not the same as having to take part in goofy-ass clout shenanigans.
On some real shit, every nigga tell you in Cali, what they say, we run the phase around, they run phase around this bitch.
You hanging out with the wrong guys in Cali.
Exactly.
But they don't run phase in Cali?
Not a lot. Not
whatever going on, we fight. Where we from, nigga?
Chicago.
At the end of the day, if a motherfucker...
Chicago fight. This is very different than everything I've been led to believe about Chicago.
No, Chicago fight.
We ass.
When's the last time we heard about a famous Chicago brawl?
Now you know what it is. Everybody don't be internet, but Chicago fight.
I'm going to tell you some real shit. That's really light what I'm telling you. Fight. Niggas really kill motherfuckers in Chicago.
You should kill me.
That's what they do.
I love that.
But what I'm telling you is...
Somebody should shoot me, for sure.
What I'm telling you is, Adam...
Yeah.
You're going to get f***ed up one day if you keep tweaking with people. I'm telling you, bro.
I'm going to be real.
It's not going to be a good outcome for you.
The threats, the like vague, like, oh, something's going to happen to you.
Ain't nobody threatening you.
The 22-ster ain't pressed.
I'm telling you.
Trust me.
I ain't threatening you.
I'm good.
I'm telling you. If somebody
sounds like a threat.
You,
sounds like you're trying to threaten me.
At the end of the day, I'm telling you as real. I'm telling you as a man, nigga.
Right.
You going to get f***ed up out here playing.
Okay.
Remo, no, he over there looking like he know. Look at him. Remo, you know.
I'm with whatever I get myself into.
But listen, you not because you said you wouldn't even fight a person.
That's goofy as fuck.
You talking about some clout.
Oh, I'm going to give you boxing gloves. Like, that's some goofy-ass clout shit. And you know it. You know it.
I'm really saving your face.
You know it.
Saving your face. But
number one, I never signed up to be a fighter.
At the end of the day,
so if somebody starts telling me like,
oh,
you're not a great... Yes, I did. No, I literally did. I made a song. That was me signing up. Was when I made the song.
And that shit was trash. You ain't signed up to be no rapper.
So you're telling me that I'm not a good rapper? Do you think that impacts my ego? You think I'm worried about not being a good rapper?
Yes, you are, because you just sat here and said you wouldn't fight if it came down to it.
My whole thing is that I'm not willing to take people and let them convince me that I need to fight to defend my man.
Platform and let them convince you. You can try to convince people that you tough and you this and that.
When have I ever acted like I was tough?
On some real shit. Just speaking on street shit to get you up. I'm telling you that.
I'm just gonna let you know I'm good with the vague threats.
You ain't.
Yes.
You ain't.
Unless you're gonna do something,
you wouldn't.
I don't want to hear it.
Do you want to fight?
No.
I ain't saying shut the up.
Then why are you on the podcast?
Stop talking.
You don't get to tell me to shut the up on my podcast.
If I was the last out,
that you were very upset. When I told you you weren't invited on this podcast, you were very upset.
I'm talking to Remo now. Hey, listen.
You're talking to me on my podcast.
Hit him in his mouth. Say I hit him in his mouth. What he gonna do?
What do you think I'm gonna do?
He gonna try to sue. He gonna be one of them soft ass.
How am I gonna sue you when I got way more money than you?
Cause you
soft. That's not usually how it works.
Cause you soft. So you telling me if I hit you in your mouth, you ain't gonna sue me?
I don't need to sue you.
You ain't answer my question.
Am I gonna sue you? Why would I sue somebody that I have way more money than?
If I hit you in your mouth, then what?
I feel like that would really betray the fact that you told Remo that you didn't have a problem with me and really just wanted to talk on the podcast. At the end of the day, it's the principle. I'm telling you something. You need to learn something. So you're scared to get sued now?
You need to learn something from another grown man. You want me to do it?
Sure.
If I hit you,
go crazy. What do you think? What else is he here for? What else is he here for?
Your security gonna come here with his gun?
Why else is he here?
All right, but
look. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Well, hold on.
So stop talking.
If you were really on some tough shit, you wouldn't care about that, right?
Listen,
I don't put myself out here on some tough shit. I never came on here and told I am the best fighter. When have I ever came on the podcast and said, "Oh, I'm the toughest"?
It's the shit you mentioning.
Like
I just told you. I just spoke on my homie.
Your example is basically telling me that even though Wooski dissed me and talked shit to me first, that I shouldn't be able to talk back to him in response.
You did that shit. You throw the rock and you hide your hand.
That's not true.
That's what the fuck you do. You throw the rock and hide your hand.
He threw the rock.
And just like I said, at the end of the day,
all I did was respond. You're trying to tell me that for some reason I can't respond to somebody when he disses me.
If you ain't ready for what come with it, leave that street shit alone.
I'm ready.
For real.
I'm good.
Because you're not even ready to fight.
That's you coming up with an arbitrary way for us to prove our masculinity. And I'm letting you know that if you want to have a boxing match, I want to have a snowboarding competition.
Bro.
It's exactly the same thing.
Just say you scared.
Do it.
I'm not a fighter.
So if he do this,
just say you scared.
There's a reason I move around the way that I do. It's because I don't want someone like you to try to think that you can bully me.
If you said the reason why you move, because you don't want to fuck you up, right?
Well, of course.
So why the fuck is you doing the shit you doing? Because the shit
talking to people on the internet
that'll get you fucked up though. You contradicting yourself.
All the threats in the world don't mean shit to me. You gotta do it. You
contradicting yourself.
You gotta do it.
Bro, you not, like, on some real shit.
You know where I'm at every day doing content.
I just asked you, would you fight me in gloves?
And again, you coming up with an arbitrary way for us to prove our manhood doesn't interest me.
Like for real.
We can talk on a podcast. You have to express yourself with words.
I ain't gonna embarrass you. I ain't even gonna embarrass myself on this podcast and bust off your ass. Cause I can.
That for sure would be. That would embarrass you.
This is the whole, like,
you would get
my whole
embarrassed.
left hand around and do some shit to you, boy.
I don't even know why you think you could come on my podcast and talk shit to me like this when you're obviously not going to do shit. Yeah.
Listen,
you're going to have to leave if you want to keep talking tough, because nobody is interested in hearing you talk shit like that.
You want a motherfucker to leave because he's scared.
You got to do something if you want me to take you serious.
Let's bring it back in a little bit.
Let me talk to you.
For sure.
You're going to have to be polite if you want to stay on this podcast.
Listen.
Can we talk about this podcast? Hold on. Then why'd you beg to come on here?
To be honest, I really wanted to come here and beat your ass.
Yeah, but you're not.
You want to go box? Let's go get our face.
Man, again, I don't want to box.
All right, listen.
Off my word.
Because listen, hold on.
I can have you removed right now. Do you want to go?
I know.
You want to go wait outside?
Listen, but my son, listen to me.
Me and you shot it up, bro. Like, off the shirt,
I'm going to leave out this bitch like a man. That's
cool.
what I'm going to do.
Right. Or you can sit here and talk like a man.
You got the police in here.
How's it a police?
That ain't going to move me. It's cool.
I just don't know why you're so convinced that this is a good place for you to talk like you're tough. Right. I'm not a boxer. I've made that extremely clear.
Stop talking.
I'm a podcaster. Why the would I stop talking?
Stop talking. That's your problem.
Why would I stop talking when I'm a podcaster?
Most you gonna do is hit the table. Come on, man. You would hit the table.
All you're doing is sitting here yapping.
Hey, so look, we talked it out. We said that everything was cool.
Yeah.
Hey, why you come on
I
this
seen
type
the
of energy,
text.
though?
Yeah, you try to do the old switcheroo. Who want my act tough as soon as I get on the podcast? Oh, I can handle my own business as well. Don't worry.
Come on.
Yeah. I don't handle it by doing boxing matches with cavemen who want to act tough instead of doing a podcast.
Now you racist.
I'm not a boxer.
Now it's racistness coming out.
And now you're going to play the race card.
I'm talking about cavemen. You racist, man.
I'm describing your brain.
You weird.
Not your race.
You weird.
I'm going to ask you to leave.
He called him a caveman. Did y'all realize that? Then he got caught being racist, and he tried to say, I'm going to ask you to leave. You got scared. You called him a caveman. So on the low, you be calling niggas niggas. What do y'all think? I think he calls niggas niggas on the low. Because look at his face. He's scared to death. He don't want to fight, but you can talk about all this street shit that go on. This man got shot in the head at somebody's funeral, at his best friend's funeral. That man right there, at his best friend's funeral. You expect for this man not to be angry because you talk shit about a dude that got shot in the head at his best friend's funeral. What you thought it was gonna be Kumbaya fucking y'all? No, yo. The streets are not a myth. The streets are real. So why are you even gonna play with that man like that unless you even want that smoke? He out here ducking that motherfucking rock and shit. Adam 22, you need to cancel your show. You need to just put porn people on your show from now on because, like, you speaking on street shit but don't want to fucking fight. Nigga, use a pussy. And I guarantee you, if that boy punched you in the mouth, you will press charges. Boy soft than cottonwood, but scraping a fruit fight. Somebody get him. He turned into a whole Karen right now. He said, I'm gonna ask you to leave. I would have asked him to leave too if I was scared to fucking death. You scared of another grown man. That's why you let the black man bust you in.
That's cool. I'll leave. But I'm telling you, you a bitch.
I don't care.
And your ass a
Handsome guy. Handsome guy.
nigga.
Come on, sure.
I'm gonna get up out of here. Don't touch me though. But listen,
you're gonna have
your
to
ass
go.
Handsome guy.
You're gonna have to go.
I bet you y'all he delete this out. I
You're
bet you
gonna
he
have to
delete this
go.
out the interview.
You're gonna have to go. Be
Handsome guy.
capable of acting like a
Handsome guy.
Glass up.
You can't act like
Handsome guy.
behave like a
Talk
grown
about
up.
that
Handsome.
shit.
Behave like a
Y'all
grown
be
up,
on a
Rooga.
podcast? Come on.
Get the out.
Touch you?
Get out of there.
You scared?
You're fired.
You's a
Handsome guy.
your ass a
Handsome guy. Handsome
There you
guy.
go. Get the
you got a soft ass security.
So,
On my son.
That's crazy. Come
He's soft as hell.
get out of here.
We can run the fade. We can run the fade.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Hey, look, come on, y'all. No.
Everybody chill out.
Put your foot down. We can run the fade. My son, put the gun down. We can run the fade.
Oh, damn. Well, what'd you pick back up? Let's talk about what just happened.
Yeah, that went a little sideways there for a moment.
Y'all knew that was gonna happen or nah? Y'all ain't see that happening?
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I was here when folks did the interview, and I felt the same way. I felt like Adam shouldn't, you know what I'm saying? You know, went about it that way.
Honestly, I agree with that, and that's like part of the conversation I had with Wooski is that I wish that I hadn't played around with like sending them Vaughn lyrics or whatever. Like, I can argue with people and beef with people without having to throw gang shit or personal disses, etc. Like that. My personal like code for how I handle shit online is like, I don't diss anybody's girls unless the girl gets in it. I don't diss anybody's dead homies. I don't throw anybody's neighborhood in it. So that right there, for sure, that was like an error on my part. However, a lot of times when people talk about this, they try to act like Wooski's this saint. Like he didn't show up in my DMs acting crazy in the first place. So I just don't appreciate when people act like I'm not allowed to defend myself when somebody starts trying to trashing me.
What made Wooski like say something?
The truth is.
No, that was crazy. Yo, Yayo was funny as a bitch yesterday.
week, the judge blasted the prosecution and is considering a mistrial. So after over a year and a half, they may have to start over, or they may have to just offer Young Thug a plea deal that's, that he can swallow. So we don't know what's going to happen. By the time this airs, the trial might be over, and then they have to figure out what they're going to do next. I don't think they're going to drop it altogether, but I think, yeah, man, it's a mess. I don't know what's going to happen.
It's too far gone, though, for the state to drop this.
What if it's a mistrial? They don't have a choice. It will be dropped, and they have to either retry the entire case and spend millions of dollars all over again, or they have to, offer a plea deal that they accept, which could be time served.
I think a lot of people's jobs are on the line about this case.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me. You got people on the prosecution, the DA. They're probably really on the edge of their seats, thinking, this got to go right for us. Fannie Willis has been sucked into a few different controversies around this whole situation. So, there's a lot on the line for her, man. She, what I'm saying? If it doesn't go her way, it could be a whole world of trouble. But then again, at the same time, who knows? Thug could go down. I think this is one of those cases that could really go either way, and it has been a complete mess. It's been a circus.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to walk away from it because I think there's too much evidence pointing at something. Maybe not. I think it's kind of far overreaching, this whole RICO thing and whatever, dozens and dozens of people arrested. But they did find, Glocks with switches and drugs at his house. So that alone, just the Glocks with switches is a very serious charge.
And then you got the guns in the car when he was caught with Gunner, which obviously they're out for the plea. And then that brings us back to what we were saying before with, snitching. Is Gunner a snitch? That's been a huge debate in hip hop. Does that count as snitching? Is it not?
Doesn't matter at this point because I feel like his career is bigger than ever was.
Fully.
Honestly, like in terms of solo songs, he's had his biggest solo songs after everyone started calling him a snitch. I think it's ultimately just promo.
I agree.
I think it's ultimately just promo. Now, your ego might be hurt, but if you swallow your pride, you continue to work. I mean, look, Tekashi 6ix9ine may not be a big rap star in America, but he's still doing shows overseas that are like selling out.
Absolutely.
So, what's the downside? Think about it.
It's really been incredible to see. Gunner's one of my favorite artists in this modern era. I think he makes incredible music. He's an amazing artist. I know that he'd had some Crip affiliation, but as far as I'm aware, he's not really.
He's rolling 60s Crip.
But he's not really making that gangster music. He's making that kind of wavy, mumbled, auto-tune rap that's like it's not really about that. And there's little references to gang life in there, but he's all about drip, fashion, culture. I feel like if there was anyone that was going to just transcend this whole gangster snitching thing, it's him. He makes incredible music, and I think he's just showing the world, showing the rap game. It's bigger than just focusing on all of this street stuff and who's snitching. Yeah. And I tell you what Gunner did that was genius. All anyone wanted to hear about after the situation was, what's he got to say? He didn't really do any interviews. He kept it in the music. He responded on wax in his songs, released a couple of really amazing projects, and just let everybody get it from the music. And I feel like from a business point of view, he was very, very smart about it.
Hard Rock Bet. Betting casino.
They don't care. They're gonna snitch. You know about bitch. Nobody cares about bitch. They play too much.
Hey, yo, I am almost crying right now because of this gift I just got in the mail. It is a
Yeah, it's your boy Jay Joker, man. I'm here with my main man, Al Prophet, Mr. Murder City himself. I'd say we met each other in about 2007.
Where were we at?
We was in the jungle, man. We was in Murder City itself, in Detroit, on the west side. Yay, Pearson. Man, we met each other, man, through my partner AK, who connected us on videos. And through doing videos, you know what I'm saying, we bonded and became friends, man. And I ended up later on going to the feds. And I got hit with 8 years, 96 months. And during that time, man, you know what I'm saying, so many people, you know, left your life, and some people stayed, and some people still remained silent. And Al was one of the dudes, man, that continued to reach out to me throughout my whole bid, through Core Links, which is an emailing service, and even through mail, you know what I'm saying? He kept me updated on the upcoming projects he had going on, such as the T Stucky or the St. Aubin project. And we just continued to bond, man. And, you know, now we on a whole other journey. We out here on this West Coast.
much nicer situation.
You know what I'm saying? Everything legit. Everything is upstanding. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I came from a music background. I'm still in it.
I had a run where I was doing everybody's videos in Detroit, and everybody wasn't a drug dealer, but they almost all were. And, you know, you were later convicted of involvement in some street activities. A few of you guys, like AK, Tone Scott, who I met you through, and a few other guys, before we get into the gang stuff and all that, what's your musical background? And
My musical background, I gotta say, man, was a beautiful situation. Through more recently, we was working out deals with Capitol Records. Through Troy Marshall, we was talking about the 360 deal that just came on the table.
what year was this?
I'm bad with years, so I want to say '09, right before I actually got convicted. And I met Troy Marshall at a party that DJ Sour Milk was hosting. Well, he was DJing, and I was there to go meet him. And I seen that Troy was like the man in the club, which was the name of the single that I had at the time on the radio in the Midwest, featuring Tone Tone. And we bonded. He liked my energy, I liked his energy, and he knew a couple of DJs, you know what I'm saying, that I was dealing with, such as Big Dog Blast, Wax Tax, and Dre. And he invited me to Interscope to listen to my music. And the funny thing about it, the day I went to Interscope for the first time, the power went out in the building. But I had my MacBook. See, one thing I learned about this industry, you stay strapped. You always keep your flash drive with you, laptop, CDs, anything that you got to be an opportunist with if you see the right people where you can network. So what I chose to do was we hooked up the laptop and we got busy. And through that situation, an offer was made.
Well, hold on, now go back. Wasn't some years prior, when you were younger, you had a situation where you actually got cashed out?
When I was in, I want to say 2001, was my first deal was with Sweet Music Records / Warner Brothers through Quentin Salmon. Shout out to Quentin, Bubble, everybody over that way, man. We showed a lot of love over there. It actually was the first time I actually got some music money. After I ever made any music off money, any money off music, was through Quentin Salmon, and I think he gave me $18,000. I went and bought a bird.
So where are you from, Detroit? How did you end up out here, and how'd you get mixed up in the gang activity?
Well, if you ask me where I'm from, I'm going to tell you I'm from DIE, and that's Detroit Inland Empire, from the west side of Detroit, Puritan Avenue, in Wildermere.
I moved out here to Rialto at the age of 10. Due to child abuse, child neglect, going through a lot of things without having a dad in the house. And
Tell us some of the.
the details is it brought me to California.
Your grandma, things were so bad, the California family said, hey,
It's time to go. But no, not just yet. See, that didn't happen yet. What happened was I came out here in '89. We moved from the jungles to Rialto.
so you first moved to what's known as the jungle.
Known as the jungle there.
What's
That area, I didn't know shit about that area at all.
For those who don't know what.
I'm telling you, oh yeah, this the jungle. It's Black Peace Stalls, Salute.
That's where.
That's where my grandma moved
Training
from.
Day.
Which where they shot Training Day at. Shout out to my partner E-Rock, L Black, they from the Jays. But I ended up moving out to Rialto in '89 with my grandmother, and it was slow. You know, I'm used to gunshots and people getting robbed, stabbed, and raped on the side of the house.
In Detroit.
So to be in a community where, you know, it's two parents in the home, kids wearing actual jerseys and uniforms to play sports, like it just was kind of like Leave It to Beaver to me.
But under the surface,
you know what I'm saying? What I realized was later on that this is not a place to play with at all. California is very dangerous because they gangbanging out of $500,000 houses. So the rewind time is I was off. My grandmother gave me an option: go back to Detroit or stay here. I choose to go back to my mom in Detroit because I feel like if I didn't go back, then there was a possibility that I would lose my mother. So I always wanted.
what does that mean?
I mean, we was all getting abused. We all was in an abusive relationship.
Mother's life was in danger.
My mother's life was in danger. My life was in danger. But instead of leaving my mom, I chose to go back and be with my mom.
At what age?
At 10. So, speeding it up to the age 13.
What's going on in the neighborhood? What year is it?
1992, The Chronic had just dropped. Rest in peace, my cousin Rob. And, man, we were living on Plymouth on 1 mile, P-Rock. And I got kicked out the house.
What is going on? If you're 14, what's your daily life like?
At 13, Wildermere is crack central, Dauphin City. I get kicked out the house. I move over to my grandmother's house on Rosemont in Plymouth. My grandmother was real strict. She always ran the little house, you know, so she did numbers, you know what I mean? For years, so you couldn't touch the phone, you couldn't do this, couldn't do this, couldn't do that.
So your family was kind of in the underground.